Here we go for day 2 of 2.7 solving absolute value inequalities. I promise this video will not be as long as the last one. So here's what we're going to do. I want you to write down the absolute value equation that you see, write down the absolute value inequalities that you see, pause the video, and I want you to solve all 3 of those. So write all of those down and solve all 3. After you finish solving all 3, turn the video back on, watch me solve it, and then we'll continue from that point. So please pause the video now. Okay, great, thanks. We'll see how you did with your work. First one, absolute value of x plus 4 equals 6. So we'll have 2 equations to write the way of it. X plus 4, that can be positive 6, or x plus 4 can equal negative 6. And if I solve that, I have x, subtract 4 from both sides, x equals 2. And I have x, subtract 4 from both sides, equals negative 10. All right. Don't know if you graphed this one or not, but if you haven't, would you please make the graph now? So we're going to take and draw a number line, and I'm going to put my arrows on it because the numbers go on forever in both directions. Over here, I'm going to put a negative 10. Over here, I'm going to put a positive 2. All right. And since this is an equal sign, it is just that single location. So I'll just put a dot on those spots. That's all I need to do for a graph with an equation is a dot on a separate spot. It's a single point. So that would then finish off the first one, the absolute value equation. So you should have x is 2 or negative 10. We have just 2 separate answers here. Now we go to the inequality. X plus 4 is less than 6. So on your paper, I would take a look at that and I would expect to see the following. I'm going to see x plus 4 is less than 6. We'll use the same. Since this is a less than and I'm going back towards 0, this is and. The opposite of x plus 4 is less than 6. So we'll solve both of these, subtract 4 from both sides. I have x is less than 2, and distribute my negative. The opposite of x, minus 4, is less than 6. Add 4 to both sides, so the opposite of x is less than 10. X is greater than negative 10. Draw my number line. I have one mark at negative 10. I have another mark at positive 2. All right, this is a less than symbol. That means I'm going to use the parentheses here because I have more than one answer. I need to show the ending points. Again, since it doesn't actually use negative 10, I have to have a parenthesis. And I have to have a parenthesis on 2. And then I'm going to shade. So now, since it is and, it must work for both. The only places that that is going to be in common is in between there. If I actually test out here, if I want to put in a point up here to test it inside the inequality, let's say I pick 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. The absolute value of 8 is 8. 8 is not less than 6, so this side here doesn't work. If I want to try like negative 11, negative 11 plus 4, negative 7. The absolute value of negative 7 is 7, and 7 is not less than 6. So the only place to shade then is in between. That's where the answers are in common. Now your third inequality, x plus 4, and this time instead of a less than symbol we have a greater than, so we're greater than 6. We'll keep things the same. Now since I'm greater than 6 spaces away on the inequality, that means I'm moving away from 0, so I have to have an or, because I'll be moving away in both directions. Those numbers won't be able to match this at one time. And I say the opposite, again of x plus 4 is greater than 6. And we'll solve both inequalities. Subtract 4 from both sides. X is greater than 2. or, and I'll solve this one, distribute the negative, the opposite of x, minus 4 is greater than 6. Add 4 to both sides, the opposite of x is greater than 10. Divide by negative 1, which means I'll turn the inequality sign. All right, so I now have x is less than 2 and x is greater than 2 and x is less than negative 10. Now I'm going to make a number line and we'll do our shading on the number line. Okay, I'll put my points that of negative 10 and positive 2. And now we're going to deal with our shading. So again, I have just a plain greater than and less than sign. It says greater than 2. That means I have to have that parenthesis open towards the numbers that are greater than 2, and I will shade to the right. Less than negative 10. Parenthesis on negative 10. Shade to the left. Okay, so now I have my graph made. Now, on these three problems, I don't know if you noticed, I assume you did, but I have x plus 4 and a 6, x plus 4 and a 6, x plus 4 and a 6. Part of your assignment today, you'll be doing some problems similar. There'll be 3 problems like this, and I'm going to ask you to tell me how is solving these 3 problems, how is like solving one different from the other? What is the same? What's different? So when you get into your assignment, after you get into class, I'll be giving, there'll be some problems in the assignment like this, and I'm going to ask you, how are they the same? How are they different? Be prepared for that when you come into class. Promised you a short video. That's it. I'll see you in class. When you need to do this, we'll get your assignment there. Thank you.